Hi, everyone, and welcome to your full moon with Aries energy reading. We are going to be talking about the areas in your life that you can release and let go in, because that's what full moons are all about, releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you or your highest good. It is the ending of a cycle, and by clearing out the proverbial clutter, it allows room to plant the seeds for your new moon dreams, hopes, and wishes in a couple of weeks. Okay, and don't forget, we're going to have a pick a card at the end. There will be time stamps for all of that. Now, let's get right into what the Aries key phrase is, and that is I am. What does this mean, and where is it going to show up in your life this full moon cycle, and how can you use it to your advantage? So, Aries energy has a real can-do energy about it. It is the initiator, the trailblazer, the leader. It is taking action, taking charge, taking control, and taking risks. It can also at times show itself as egotistical, blunt, aggressive, and temperamental, but also as fiery and independent, hardworking, passionate, competitive, and sports minded. A lot of professional athletes have strong Aries placements in their charts. Another thing you may find with Aries energy is that motivation is centered on the self and personal desires, asking the question, how does this benefit or affect me? And while there's nothing wrong with looking out for yourself and wanting the best for yourself, there is a need to be mindful of not becoming too self-absorbed and too selfish. So that's the energy you're going to use to release and let go of what isn't serving you. Okay, so now that you know what it is, let's take a look at where it's going to show up for each rising and or sun zodiac sign. Okay, I always suggest rising first because it resonates the most. But if you don't know that, watch for your sun zodiac sign. And if you want to find out your rising sign, I will help you free of charge. Just leave me a comment and I'll get right back to you. And if you want to book a personalized full moon reading based on your own birth chart, there is a link to my website with pricing in the About section here on YouTube. Okay, and don't forget to check out the pick a card at the end. I will see you at your rising sun or zodiac sign, okay, or in the pick a card. Thank you. Hi everyone, and welcome to the second part, the pick a card for your full moon with Aries energy reading. The reason we do the pick a card is maybe whatever you've just read for your rising sign or your sun/zodiac sign, maybe it's not resonating with you. Maybe you've already worked in that area of your life. Maybe some of you are overachievers and want to release and let go in additional areas. That's what the pick a card is. You'll pick pile 1, pile 2. You can certainly watch both. But in those piles, we will actually find more areas for you to focus or concentrate on. Okay, so again, you can choose pile 1, which is pumpkin spice and apple cider. Number 30 or number 3 may be important. Or pile 2, which is harvest moon. Number 20 or number 2 could be important. Again, whatever pile, number, title calls to you. And if they both do, you can certainly watch and make your decision that way. I will see you in one or both piles. Thank you. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1, this pumpkin spice and apple cider card. Number 30, number 3 could be important to you. I'm not going to read it yet. I want to see if it ties in with the rest of the reading. I'm just going to set it over here to the side. Now, here's the interesting thing. I'm going to be pulling out other cards, which are going to be the other areas. You know how you've already gone in and read for your rising sun sign zodiac or sun sign zodiac sign. Well, this is to give you more options, okay? Like I had said in the intro, in the selection intro. So let's get right into this. The first 2 cards that come out, I do not pull tarot with. I'm just going to get you a house and some maybe advice guidance, but I will be clarifying the others with tarot. So we have Gemini, I think. Okay, Gemini rules the 3rd house, all about communication, right? How you think, how you learn, how you share what you learn, how you express yourself. Okay, it can also have to do with extended family, like your siblings, your aunts, uncles, cousins, your grandparents. It can also be your community, your neighbors, okay, who's surrounding you there. So that is another area that you can go back and read about. If you've already read about that area, the 3rd house, then this would be what I call the double down. This is where Spirit is saying, nope, you absolutely need to look at something in the 3rd house. We're giving you this for a reason. Number 15 or number 6 could be important too, pile 1. But let me get you the second card, which is so funny. It's Mercury. Well, guess who rules Gemini and the 3rd house? Mercury. Okay, again, thinking, learning, networking, communication. So definitely something, I'm going to call that a triple down, because now they've just brought the ruler of the 3rd house out that they want you to read about. Okay, so there is definitely something in there for you. This can also just be a message, pile 1, that there is something when it comes to using that really fiery Aries energy to help propel you to release and let go of something that doesn't serve you in your life, that's not good for you, however that would be for you. You may really need to give a lot of thought to it, okay? Maybe for some of you, you're sitting here right now and you're going, there's absolutely nothing in that 3rd house. Give it some thought, okay? Because sometimes when we don't want to do things, we tuck it away into our subconscious and just let it sit there and ruminate for a while. Well, this is calling for you to pull that out, and let's get working on it, okay? So you have 3rd house here. Let's get you some more cards, and I'll be clarifying with tarot here. We have expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Okay, expect powerful change. I'm going to get you a tarot. Now, is whatever this is that you're releasing and letting go, I mean, just think about it. With that Aries energy, it's going to be powerful. That is a can-do. You can go back and listen. I have a timestamp for it. That is a let's go, let's take initiative, let's get things moving. You know, this is going to be better for me in the end, okay? So let's get a tarot here, and we'll see what else we can find out. But I just feel like Whatever this is, while powerful it may be here, said by the card, because I trust the cards, I also feel like it's that Aries energy that you're really going to be falling back on to help propel you forward to release and let go, because it's hard sometimes. Six of Pentacles. It says kindness. I really feel with the Six of Pentacles here, it's be kind to yourself during this. Why? Because releasing and letting go is sometimes difficult. It can sometimes be hard. It isn't always easy to let go of things that's serving our life and some purpose, even when it's not good for us. So just be kind to yourself. But what I feel here is, if by being kind to yourself with the Six of Pentacles, you not are only going to be helping yourself, you're somehow going to be helping other people. Okay, so that may give you a clue maybe to back here what it is that you need to really give or put some thought into. Okay, pile one. Let's get another card. We have new moon in Aquarius, open up to change. Yeah, don't be afraid of change. While it may be difficult, okay, again, you can do it and it's going to be better for you in the end. But we have Aquarius here, and Aquarius rules the 11th house, which is your friends, your social circles, your support systems, your networks and alliances. It could have to do with humanitarianism. Maybe that's important in your life, or maybe it should be important in your life. And technology. So surrounding that 11th house, where do you need to release and let go? Again, using that very fiery Aries energy to help you do it. Okay, now let's get you a card here, but it says open up to change. See, an Aquarius energy is open to change. Aquarius energy likes to march along to the beat of its own drum, and it really doesn't care what other people are doing or saying or thinking. It just goes. So I think they want you to take that energy on here, pile two, or I mean one, sorry. We have Page of Wands. Okay, well, I like that. Why? Because invention. Page of Wands is a very fiery little page, right? Wands is fire, the fire element. So what you want to be doing here with this Wands energy and with the Page energy, which is believing that invention is possible, being inspired and believing that there are possibilities for everything out there if you're willing to go out and go after it. Okay, so maybe for some of you, you need to release and let go of what is keeping you from the change, and a powerful change, right? You need to open up to it. You need to take on that Aries, because that's a fire energy as well, this Wands energy, and just go for it. Okay, you have to just put your mindset, because this is kind of making the plan, we'll say, with the little page here. Get your ideas. Understand there's limitless possibilities out there, and what you do is you pass it off to that, if we're looking at the tarot, off to that knight, and he charges out to do it, right? But I want to say the page is the brains of the operation in this sense. They're coming up with all the new innovative, creative, fiery, passionate ideas to be carried out. So take that energy on. Now let's go to this card. Meant to be. The moon called. This new moon, or sorry, full moon, I'm all over the place, you guys. Full moon in Aries is really for you. You're getting this card. It's meant to be. This is meant to be your time to make things happen. You may have to you may even have to learn something new to make this happen. You may have to communicate, talk about it with other people, right? In like your networks, your support systems, your friends, your social circle, whatever this is. There's a lot of thinking and possibly even learning or networking that's going to help you move through this. All right, it's meant to be. Let's get you a tarot to go along with that, to see if it can give us a little more information. I'm loving this message for you, pile one. Okay, but right now we have the 3rd house. We have the 11th house that you can go back to. okay, and take a read, because you may find that it will help you by looking at both of them, or maybe just one. It's up to you. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. Well, I love this because the thing about the Knight of Swords is he is the knight that, yeah, no drama, right? There's no drama. The Knight of Swords gets, we'll say, from the little wand, some clear direction, okay? Or sorry, from the little page of wands, clear direction. He is eager to go. He's eager to go out and try to conquer, to learn all that he can, to find all that he can. But the great thing about the Knight of Swords is he's very, very clear. He knows what the path is that he needs to head out on, and he does not doubt it. Okay? He's like, this is my mission. This is what I need to do. This is the change that needs to happen. I'm setting out here with my sword and I'm going to make it happen. Okay? And he's being fueled and fired by the little page to do that. So it's you fueling and firing yourself. But you also may, again here with third house, get that fuel and fire, those ideas coming in from other people as well, if that's what you need. All right, I'm going to go to this card now because I'm very curious. Pumpkin spice and apple cider. I said number 3 or 30. Well, number 3 is that third house, which I like. Nothing is more nostalgic than the joy of belonging in your presence. That could be other people enjoy being in your presence, but I really feel that this is you learning and going after the change in your life in the context of this reading so far, where you learn who it is that you really are. Because whatever's happening that's keeping this change from happening, you're not releasing and letting go, is holding you back from being your true authentic self. That's how I feel this card comes in this reading, okay? You can also take these messages individually if you like. It's totally up to you how it resonates with you here, but that's where I'm feeling this, okay? Now, let's get another area that you can look at, okay? Because I said we have the 3rd, we have the 11th. And, you know, that 11th, being that it is all your friends and social circles and support systems, the communication here, the Mercury, the thinking, the communication is really, really huge, all right? And even if you've already read for the 11th, then that would be a double down on the 11th, okay? But let's get you one more area. The moon. Love this. The moon rules Cancer. Cancer rules the 4th house. So everything to do with your home, okay? Your family, your ancestry, being kind and caring and nurturing, not only to other people, but to yourself. Very important. It's also about your inner emotions, keeping them balanced and feeling safe and secure in your life, okay? So it's all about the feelings, all about the feels. So you can also go back and read about that 4th house. I'm going to read you what the card says. I think it's interesting. Instinct, nurturing, gut reactions. That's right. It is your intuition as well. Comfort, digestion, home, family, conditioning, habits, femininity, lineage, privacy, embodiment, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing, moods, mother. Okay, so again, there's something in these areas that you need to release and let go of in order to have this really new, powerful change in your life. I'm going to get you one moon magic card before we go, and that will be it, pile 1. I will persist. My will is strong. Love this, okay? This is Spirit giving you, I feel, that you can do it, pile 1, whoever you are. You can do this. You are strong-willed. You may have to dig deep to find it, but you will persist. There is a big, powerful, wonderful change, I'm going to say, that's coming up for you. It's meant to be. All right. And it's around any of these areas that I just talked about. So 3rd, 4th, and 11th house. You can go back and read about and try to figure that out. It will be different for different people, what you may resonate with in those different houses, where you go, you know what, if I were to release and let go, when it comes to something in here, I can expect big, powerful change. I know what's meant to be in my life. I just haven't taken the initiative, and that's where the Aries energy comes in to move forward with it. Okay? Like this Knight of Swords, clear and focused. Thank you, Pile 1. If this is where we part ways, then I will see you in one of my other readings. There's tons of readings that I have. Check my playlists, okay? And maybe for some of you, you might want to go on to Pile 2. If so, I'll see you there. Bye-bye. Hi to those of you who chose Pile 2 or this card, Harvest Moon. Number 20 or number 2 could be important to you. Maybe that's why you came to Pile 2. But I'm just going to set this to the side. I'm going to read it later, okay? We'll see if it ties in with the rest of the cards. The first couple I pull, I do not clarify with tarot, but the others I do. We'll also be pulling a few oracle at the end for additional advice and guidance. Let's get started. Remember, this is if you want to do this in addition to or in place of what you've already read for your rising sign and or your sun zodiac sign, okay? Now, we're going to give it a go here. Aquarius, I know number 23 or number 5 could be important to you. So, right off the bat, here we are. We have the 11th house that you can go back and read for. That would be friends, your social circles, your support systems, networks and alliances, humanitarianism, technology, right? And humanitarianism, I think I actually had the 11th house in Pile 1 too. So that could be something that maybe you need to be more active in or want to start being more active in, but something's been holding you back. You need to release and let go of that so you can move forward. Or with your friends or support systems or social circles. This is all about releasing and letting go and using that fiery Aries energy. There's a timestamp if you need to hear it again, okay? To thrust forward, to charge out, to take control and get rid of what is no longer serving you so you can move forward. It may just be that you have to let go of some friends, or that you may have to let go of a social circle. Maybe it's just not serving you anymore. It will be different for different people listening, but let's get a card to go along with that. Yang, proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. Well, that's Aries. Look, first sign up there, of course, it's number 1. But Aries is yang energy, okay? It is that forward motion, moving forward. And I even want to say, and quickly, okay? It likes to move fast. It likes to take the lead. It likes to take the initiative. It likes to, you know, get out there and get moving. It's really important that you are proactive when it comes to areas in this 11th house to release and let go. All right. It is really what the other thing that I wanted to say, doing, well, that is for, but it's almost like whatever in that 11th house, it just isn't doing it for you anymore. It just isn't doing it anymore. Maybe for some of you, and I'm just going to throw this out there, you work in an area of technology, whatever. Are you a programmer? Are you a software engineer? I don't know. But there's something to do with technology that possibly you need to really take a good hard look at and move forward, because I feel there's something else out there for you. Okay, so there are your first couple of messages. And like I have said before, if you have already read for the 11th, this is what I like to call the double down. You'll hear me say that in these readings. Now, let's continue on. And I'm going to get tarot for these ones. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. This doesn't give us a house, but that's all right. We have the 11th so far, and whatever it is you've already read for. The North Node is your what you're meant to do. Some call it your destiny, what you were destined to do, who you were destined to be, what you're meant to be doing this lifetime. And it's saying step out of your comfort zone, because some of you may not be doing it. We usually will be, it's going to be weird, and it won't be for everyone. But what I want to say here, coming in from Spirit, God, Source, Universe, whomever it is for you, you almost, it's what you're drawn to, okay? It's what you're drawn to. Go back here. Maybe you're drawn to technology or humanitarianism or different groups or support systems or networks, whatever it is. But something's holding you back from going and joining and doing. So this would be step out of your comfort zone and do it. You've got to release and let go of what's holding you back, okay? And you might be drawn to something and you just kind of always brush it off. It could be out of fear. It could be out of just not feeling that, you know, you're up to it for whatever reason. But they're telling you, you need to step out of your comfort zone. Death card, love this. Death card is all about releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go is death and rebirth. You let go in a full moon of what no longer serves you or isn't good for you. And then on the new moon, you bring in, you try to manifest, you plant those seeds for what does, because you want to bring your hopes, dreams, and wishes into manifestation, into reality. So they're saying there's something you need to release to get out of your comfort zone here, pile 2. All right, let's keep, and you know, I looked over and it was like, not I know, you know, right? So, or sorry, it is I know, because this is for you. Next we have new moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. There will be positive change when you release and let go. I mean, it can't help but be. You're releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you so you can start bringing in what's good. That's positive change, okay? You need to focus on that. The 9th house is all about spirituality, religion, okay? Your belief systems, your philosophy. It can have to do with study and learning, higher education, and it can also deal with long distance travel, getting out there so you can learn and expand your mind. All right, pile 2. So you may want to go back and read about that 9th house. And if you already have, this is Spirit coming in to double down to say, you know what? There definitely is something in there that you need to look at for releasing and letting go. Maybe it's old belief systems. You've just held on to them because, you know, it's too much trouble to really look at it in depth, to maybe set up some new belief systems for yourself. We stick to what we know. This is why you're stepping out of your comfort zone, right? It could have to do with higher education. You're like, I'm too old. I can't go back to school. I can't learn anything now. Although people there will be young. This is you stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay, pile 2. Let's get you a tarot to go with that. Page of Cups. I love, and in pile 1, a little page come up here too. If you watch my readings a lot, I always call them the little pages and how much I love the pages. But that's because they're young, they're fresh, they're full of new. And in this case with cups, creative and happy and joyful ways of doing things, new ideas. For some of you, it could even be new relationships, new companionships in some way. All right. Maybe by stepping out of your comfort zone, you're able to bring that in. But the Page of Cups is really joyful and happy and positive. Oh, good. Okay. And positive and wanting to bring those new ideas and ways of thinking and being into your life. Maybe it's acting with more joy and compassion in your life. All right. That might be for you stepping out of your comfort zone. These cards individually can be your message, or you may see how it all ties together. But the important thing is you allow yourself the creativity here, that fresh, new, young mind way of thinking and being, coming up with the ideas to move forward. Focus on the positive. It has to feel good. This is cups. This is water energy. It's all about the feeling, okay? For some of you, it may be what you feel loyal to. But again, you may feel loyal to something, but it's stepping out of your comfort zone to actually move forward with it. Let's go on to the next one, support. Don't be afraid to, this always reminds me of the Three of Cups, okay? Celebration, support. You've got your friends there. You have your, and again, we can go back to the 11th house, your support systems, right? Your networks and alliances. Don't be afraid to ask for support in this. If you're stepping out of your comfort zone, okay? You're releasing and letting go. That can be difficult. Don't think that you cannot get support. Your support just may be talking to spirit, God's, again, God, source, universe, whomever it is for you to help you with this. We're going to get a tarot though to go along with it, pile 2. But you go and ask for support wherever you feel you need it. Because this is about you stepping out of your comfort zone, taking that Aries energy to help you release and let go. 2 of Pentacles. It may be to help you find the balance while you're doing this, okay? It may be that by focusing on the positive, releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you, stepping out of your comfort zone actually brings some balance into your life. For some of you, it could have to do with money. Maybe that's what you need to do here, right? I said something back here about technology. If, say, you had a job in the technology field, in some way, maybe it's stepping out from that. Only you will know. I mean, if you're not having a problem there, or maybe don't need to balance out your money, whatever it is, it's up to you. You make your own decisions. But there was something around that that may resonate with 1 or 2 of you here. Okay, but it needs to be balanced, or by doing this, it brings in the balance, okay? Let's look at this card. Harvest Moon, number 20, number 2. Slow your heart and move gently into the coming of self. Very similar to pile 1, I'm going to say, with the message there. But again, you deserve to be your true, honest, own, authentic self. It may be focusing on the positive that will help you be there. It may be something to do back with this 11th house. It may be both, and you're stepping out of your comfort zone. But don't feel, I know this is Aries energy, but we're using that energy to help you move forward. But it doesn't have to be in a big rush. Just remember that, okay? So I like how that tied in. Now, we're going to get you another area that you can look at, because we have the 9th and the 11th so far. All right, 9th and 11th. And this may, for you, I'm going to take the top card, okay, which was the Sun. And the Sun is the ruler of Leo, which is the 5th house. So for some of you, this could be surrounding what you do for fun and entertainment. If you are sporty and you're involved in sports, or even just love to watch them. I even want to say competitive with it. Your creativity, how you express it, your hobbies. It can be dating, romance, passionate love affairs, relationships. Committed are the 7th house. But the 5th here is about the dating part, the romance part, the passionate love affairs. There could be something in there that you need to release and let go of, or release and let go of in order for something else to come about. Maybe you've been not doing a hobby that you love because you, again, feel like you don't have the time. Who spends time on hobbies, in 2025? Well, you know what? Lots of people. And maybe for you to find that balance in your life, you have to release and let go of that way of thinking and start working on your hobbies. But the other thing about it here, and your children. Children are also represented in the 5th house if you have them. Now, I'm going to read this because it's Sun being. It's the heartbeat, right? It's you. It's your expression, essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, a lot of it here with this Yang energy and that Aries energy, okay? Distinction, childishness, ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self-sufficiency, shine, heartbeat, father. So you may find that, you know, there's something in there that is triggering you right now and you're going, you know what? I need a little less ego in my life, or I might need a little more ego. What do you need to release and let go of to make that happen? All right. So we'll leave that there. I'm also going to get you a Moon Magic card, but now you have the 5th, 9th, and 11th to look at. And if you've already read for the 5th, then this is, again, a double down. But I just feel like whenever the sun card, the sun card comes out because something needs to shine, okay? It's going to light the path for you to step out of your comfort zone. Now, let me get you one last card here, pile 2. Failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience. 5th house, I always think of Leo the lion, okay? Confidence. You move with bravery, courage, and confidence and resilience. All right, that's the Yang energy too. That's even the Aquarius energy and the Sag, okay? That's moving forward and understanding that if you fail, you might have to step out of your comfort zone, and maybe it does fail the first time or one of the first ways you try it. You learn from it, you keep moving. This is all about learning and expanding your mind, your world, okay? So, love this message for you, pile 2. Thank you for being here. If you want to go back and check out pile 1, you most certainly can. If not, there's lots of different readings in my playlists. Check those out. And I want to say thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.